Hello and welcome back to Boring Dead Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more of the THAUMATURGE. We're going to go to the synagogue and meet up with the rabbi and question him about the golem that we think he had set on fire, who is now chasing us, and presumably Ligia. First of all, though, I did finally go in and tidy up my abilities a little bit. I have a few sort of 3 chevron abilities, but I only had one additional thing to do, so I've added it to my ultimate. Basically, it what does it do? It does more than that. Hang on. Berserker. So increase inflicted damage by 150%. So we're going to put. We do get quite a few opportunities to put on this strong attack, and now when we do, it's going to do 58 to 60. So in most cases, I don't think we've seen a case of anyone having more than say 40 health. That should be an instant kill. It does mean that we self-cast this condition on ourselves. We'll take increased damage for 5 rounds. However, we can, as we know, transfer these downsides, if you like, negative states to other enemies using Lelex. That's okay. Quickly run through it. So I actually kept this quick attack restoring my focus by 3. I think that's quite a nice quick way of just doing that when needed. So I think, as we've seen, you kind of start off with these 3, and then as you do them, you get the opportunity to do a second phase along that tree, and then a third phase in a couple of cases. We haven't unlocked this one yet. Presumably that's on the last Salutor. But yeah, so on this one, what have I got? Whenever we do this second one, the second quick attack, we'll do an extra bit of suffering. Whenever we do, I don't think I've ever done the third move in this combo, but if I do, it'll double the inflicted damage. Doubles the inflicted damage or lowered focus if my focus is less than 6, which we have seen enemies reducing my focus quite quickly, and if that happens, this will do double damage. Quick planned the basic planned attack. Again, I've kept that with a 60% chance of doing double damage. That's been working fairly well for us. What have I done here? It just says thoughtful development. If I take that off, oh no, what did I do? I'm not even sure now. I think it was this one, accumulation. Increase is inflicted damage by 75%. So yeah, if we add that to that, we can see that's now doing 30 to 35. So that's a pretty impactful punch. I wish you kind of could see exactly what the thing I've added did. But the third phase of this slow attack increases damage by an additional 100% if enemy is in suffering, which we've seen we can add in a few different ways. With old wound, so the basic suffering. I'm just doing more suffering, so that should do a double stack on that. And then agony. If we inflict this, it will actually restore our health point for every enemy in the suffering state. So it's another way for us to potentially get some healing, which would be quite good. And then on the focus stuff, if enemy is in suffering, this will reduce by an additional 1 on the basic level. On the second level, it will also cast exposure, so they'll take an extra 50% damage afterwards. That stays for 5 rounds. And then, I don't think we've ever moved into this, but we have it available. Speed up your next action by a round. So there we go. I mean, I don't know if it's optimal. Those are the ones I kind of like the sound of the most, I think. But yeah, that's what I've gone with anyway. To be honest, I kind of just lost the will to keep going through it any more than I already had. I think it will serve. I mean, if combat had not been more challenging, but perhaps I want to go to the synagogue. Where is that? It's possibly there. Yes. If there'd been a need to really ramp up the optimization on those abilities, I might have spent a bit more time thinking about it. I've kind of just gone with the ones that sound all right, rather than thinking about combos that might work really well. For example, not so much. Now, we haven't been in here before. So let's just talk to the rabbi. We'll talk to him. But I just wanted to do like a little loop like this. I don't think there's anything to discover yet. So let's talk to the rabbi.
Hello. You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching. Rabbi,
When I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet! You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
Yeah, what's in the basement?
What's in the basement that's so frightening?
Hashem, something down there reeks so awful that...
Come now, don't be silly.
Wait for them to finish. Let's not piss off this guy.
Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago. Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
Subtly offer our help.
I understand, Rabbi. And if someone were to help you with these workers?
In the words of the market woman trying to tempt a Jewish man into idolatry, what harm would it do?
I understand.
Renovation of the synagogue, unruly workers. No wonder the rabbi doesn't have time to talk to me. He's got a lot on his mind. I presume we get... Okay, well, let's look around here for clues first. Cracked wall. The crack runs from the ground all the way to the roof of the synagogue, from which water steadily drips. It's the golem going mad in the basement, probably, isn't it? The crack in the wall hides the fear of righteous divine punishment exacted upon those who truly deserve it. After all, things would be different if such was God's will. Someone had to have committed many sins to cause the synagogue to be in its current state. Old ladder. The ladder was placed with vigour and the deep conviction that work on restoring the house of God is an honour and a good deed that will surely be noticed by the Almighty and heavenly hosts. Such work is a treasure. I imagine we'll be going down to the basement. I just want to look around everywhere for clues. I know there's one over there. Bucket for rainwater. The roof must be leaking in more than one place. The mirror of the water reflects a thought, pure and strong like a hailstone. The house of God cannot resemble a ruin. It's not right. Something must be done about it while there's still time. The renovation of the synagogue. The workers are pious, but their faith has led them to different conclusions. The younger one wants to renovate the temple for God's glory as fast as possible. The older one fears that restoring that which God's will has destroyed is a sin. I should make sure that the prevailing interpretation is the one that aligns with my goals. Alright. Strengthen the younger one's resistance, so he puts his foot down.
Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sofer. The old man cursed this place, especially these cellars.
So I'll go on my own, and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me, but if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge.
Alrighty. I guess that's the basement. We could go there, but I imagine the rabbi will ask us to go down and sort stuff out there, probably. What do we got here? M. Wachowski. Okay, don't know that one. Homilies about Simon the Mage. When Simon's apprentices created a golem without his supervision, it refused to obey them, going about and doing as it pleased. When they wanted to destroy it by means known to them, it did not react and continued to cause them trouble. Finally, they turned to their master in shame, and he said unto them, "That which was created only at its birthplace can be destroyed." And so the apprentices lured the golem to where it had been created, and it crumbled to dust. That could be useful. Alright, let's talk to Rabbi Feldman.
Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Sophor's curse.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about golems.
Son of Stanisław, golems are a matter of Kabbalah, and you are not allowed to study them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly. And you claim that Sofer supposedly sent a golem?
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Could ask about him for now.
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
We'll work our way through these.
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the 3 Hebrew letters spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it. In an attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body. That leaves mes, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in that.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No, and I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
I'm afraid that I won't find anything more here. Thank you, Rabbi.
Alright, let's have a look at the books and stuff that he said I could have a look at around here. Bitten fountain pen. This is Isaac Sofer's pen. The words left his throat, but stopped at the bitten end of the pen and refused to march further. The rabbi wanted to confess everything, to talk about the motives that guided Stanislav's actions. He didn't, though, in the name of the greater good. Porcelain cup from Mordecai. The words of a plea made over a cup of tea cower near the mould. A plea to cast the golem's curse. Justice for the sins committed against Mordecai and his community. Shulsky should experience the wrath of the sons of Abraham. He must suffer just punishment. Mordecai was responsible. Mordecai Chayat was father's friend and colleague until Stanislav did something that awoke hatred in his friend. Whatever it was, it pushed Mordecai to the edge, and he asked Rabbi Sofer to cast the golem curse. Unfortunately, once father died, the curse passed on to me. Thanks, Papa. A prescription for heart-strengthening liqueur. Doctor. The doctor's handwriting is hardly neat, but it radiates profound care for his companion. Letters stretch out with tenderness, wanting to ease the suffering of a friend, a special person, with whom one shares the same ideals and the same mission, one meant to change the face of the world. Anything else to do in here? We can talk to the guy again.
Rabbi?
I'm listening.
Let's ask about the prescription
I
first.
found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horowitz. But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's dead?
We've been there.
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
The rabbi says that Abraham Horowitz left behind an abandoned pharmacy at the edge of Mirov, as well as sadness in the hearts of the members of his community. Nevertheless, his disappearance was accompanied by strange rumours mentioning the Ochrana and the socialists, a potentially dangerous mix.
Mordechai Chayat. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
Not right
I'll
now.
be off now.
I'll pray for you.
Now, the basement is open to us, although an extra task is to look. I think the golem's in the basement, so I don't want to go in there yet. I think we go to the pharmacy, and then we'll go and talk to Mordecai. Okay, the pharmacy is... It was around here, wasn't it, I thought? Oh no, it's all the way up there. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's the gambling den. No. Yeah, I don't think it's too much further. Yeah. Locked pharmacy. The windows are boarded up and the doorstep is covered with a thick layer of dust. The pharmacy was the jewel in the neighbourhood's crown, until it wasn't. Customers took their business elsewhere, which wouldn't have been such a bad thing if not for their whispers. Whispers of the place having a bad aura, which forever destroyed that which was once good about it. Empty pomade container. The box is densely covered with words of matter-of-fact calculation and focus on the goal. Carrying out the command will require the explosion to be spectacular. It must shake the very foundations of the Tsar's empire, and that will require more pomade. Much more. But how can one get it when the Tsar's dogs are tracking one's every move? Hang on a minute. They were using pomade to be an explosive? Is that what he was doing? Again, sort of looking like very tied in with the revolutionaries. I think Father was a revolutionary. Windowsill. The destroyed wood of the windowsill is filled with the fear of revenge from the people he ultimately failed to help. People who will come not for medicine but to wring his neck. But this is still better than the fate of the thaumaturge will inflict on him. Shulsky is the one to be feared. What is going on? Mordecai blames Father for the disappearance of Abraham Horowitz, but he does not know the whole truth. Horowitz was involved in a dangerous game between the socialists and the Ochrana, which sooner or later would have put many people in danger. Stanislav Shulsky got rid of the apothecary in cold blood, but he did it in the name of the greater good. Interesting. Okay, so the pharmacist was potentially going to set off a bomb or something that would have brought the weight of the Russian Empire down on Warsaw. But Father took care of him. Mordecai found out about that and took revenge on Father, it seems. So we should go and confront Mordecai about this. Probably won't go to the... I'll try and go an episode or two without visiting the barber again. I've done quite a lot of that in the recent ones. I'm happy enough with Victor's look at this point. I probably preferred one of the earlier ones, but... Nah, not enough to run around trying to recreate it. Okay, so we should have what we need now to accuse him.
Mr. Shulsky again. Have a new theory?
You didn't need the power to send the golem after my father. Old Sofer did it at your request.
And do you know what for?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Shulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to teach my father a lesson, and you did. It's too bad innocent people died in the process. The building that collapsed on Stanisław, it was inhabited by people. Now all that's left of them are some damaged items. That's what happens every time the golem physically manifests. Random people lose their lives due to its untamed power.
No, it can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
I don't think the punishment is adequate for the crime. Horowitz had something on his conscience. He must have, if both the Ochrana and the Socialists were interested in him. And what my father did, I can't believe I'm saying this, but his motives seem noble.
Oh, do they?
There's no trace of cruelty in his actions. He didn't do it for his own profit, but for some kind of greater good.
Without any specifics, those are just words.
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't reveal that he knew Stanisław. He also knew that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't have anything to do with this, Mordechai. Just like I have nothing to do with my father's actions. I am connected to them only by my blood.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Let's meet in there. I don't like trailing NPCs in this game. They walk too slowly.
I hope it's worth my while.
I'll call Feldman and wait in the basement. He should see this too.
Right, yeah. I mean, we might have gone straight there, possibly, but I was worried that I'd be just following an extremely slow walking guy all the way back to the synagogue, and we can get there pretty quickly, so let's do that instead. Right, basement time. Oh, can we do this first? Oh yeah. Maybe this door would have been locked before. I guess it probably was. There is stuff to discover here. Golem, let's be honest, it keeps the ceiling from collapsing, but it looks ready to collapse itself. Hardly encouraging. The column trembles with the fear of the man who was watching the summoning ritual. Golem, the embodiment of a salutor, was being born in an incredible yet terrifying spectacle that was more like a nightmare than a beautiful dream. Inscribed material. Words of deep concentration hovered over the material. Any mistake, even the smallest slip in the placed incantation, may spell failure or the death of the Kabbalist. Therefore, keep calm and proceed slowly with precision. The stakes are high. Buckets of clay. Pieces of a dilemma attach themselves to the then wet clay. On the one hand, animating a golem is an extreme measure, reckless even. On the other, that louse Shulsky had it coming. Given his crimes, no punishment is too great or severe. Destroyed wall. So this is how the golem got out. This hole explains Feldman's problems with the roof. Yeah, stones crack, crumble and fall. The wall crumbles into dust, faced with the brutal, inhuman strength fueled only by hatred, emptiness and destruction. This is where the golem that chased down and killed Father was summoned, and now it's after me. I thought salutors couldn't take on a physical form, but I was wrong. The Kabbalah and hatred are capable of bending even the fundamental laws of thaumaturgy. I can't undo this on my own. I need an ally. Where are those guys? Did they stop because I ran ahead? Probably. There they come. Oh.
So...
No wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
what do you remember from the moment you summoned the golem?
Nothing. I don't want to go back to that.
Sorry, dude.
Your memory takes shape and forms into words. Talk to me, Mordechai.
I feel cold. Cold from the clay seeps into my fingers, into my bones. But the colossus I've been sculpting for hours is nearly ready. Sofer whispers the spell in Hebrew, but his words throb in my temples and soul. The colossus comes to life and looks at me.
What did Sofer say then?
I don't know.
Speak!
I couldn't hear, I swear. I couldn't hear. Truly. Enough, I beg you. Enough. Your family and your blood deserved this curse. Enough.
Hayat. How could Sofer have done something like this? And you, sir, how are you not ashamed?
Maybe I've treated Hayat unfairly.
You made him relive all that. That's torture.
I wanted to know. Anything might help us get rid of the golem.
Even so.
This place won't tell me any more.
And what have you learned?
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
The clay formed a shell that Sofer infused with the salutor. Hayat brought it and spent hours shaping the body of the golem.
Hours? That must have been horribly exhausting.
What's a few hours in exchange for a curse that lasts generations? These are the remains of some fabric that Sopher wrote something on, in Hebrew, I think. This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything. That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sopher.
A thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
Well, there is someone. Normally, I'd advise against contacting him, but after considering these extraordinary circumstances, and with trust in your choice of a path to lead me down, I'm compelled to reveal that it's Ariel Rofe.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
Well, I know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me. But I'll look for him.
Mercy rebuilds bridges.
I think I know where Rafa would tell me to shove that.
All right, I think it's time for us to go. This place just makes the blood boil. Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
There we go, yeah. Received a quest. Great uproar. Completed all our curses. Okay, to the rest. Oh, okay, yep. I think that was just saying we need to look for Ariel, which is fair. We knew that anyway. Right, Rofe. I wonder what map he's on. Don't know. I should look for him at the dungeon in Povishla. That's the fighting den, isn't it? And at the forger's stash out at the port. Okay. Yeah. I think we continue with this for now, don't we? So in terms of fast travel, we've got a stagecoach just down here. Let's do that. Let's do Povishla first. Hello? Yeah. I think it's just down... Oh, okay, so not down there. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I thought it was down here. I actually thought it was way up there. Can't remember where it is then. Is it around here? Is this it? Oh, okay. Alright, looking for Rofe.
Quiet this time.
Bored? Then go ask that uniform what he's doing here. Or tell him to skidoo.
Uniform.
Hey, fancy pants! Fuck off!
Hang on, hang on. You lost, officer?
Hang on! That's the mama's boy of Shrudmeshcha.
They dubbed me the son of Shrudmeshcha, if I remember correctly.
Easy enough to check.
Alright, we're still going to fight, are we? Okay. Fair enough. What do we got? Lulek. Velez or Krampus. Bukvach. So he's a healer. I mean, these guys we can take down pretty quickly with the focus thing. So I might start with the Lulek one. Because that kind of happens anyway. Yes. We'll do Lelek. Yeah, you know what? We can put a suffering on him in the meantime. Lelek will do that. We can't currently put more suffering on. Probably makes more sense than trying to get one of these while we're still waiting for Lelek's action to happen. Let's just stack the suffering. Okay, 23. He's going to take 8, so that would be 15. Marana could kill him. Well, rather he would die after that. I mean, doing... I mean, it's quite a quick action. Maybe I will do that. Yeah, let's get the big guy. That's Bukovac. What was some suffering onto? Womp. Wow, he hits hard. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye on that. So what do we got here? This will actually remove 2 focus. Let's do that. It's probably a bit soon to do the Marana finisher. Krampus. We haven't used Krampus yet. What can we do here? Reduces focus, restores all of our focus. Well, that's not really much of a concern right now. But each restores all of your focus, but each point restored costs you... Oh no, that's the opposite of what I want. That's not much good. That'll only be 10. I think I might get Velez in with a heal. Yeah, let's do that then. Oh, nice. Crit heal. Back to full. Well, he's only got 3, so... I mean... I guess a quick punch should do it. This guy needs Velez or Krampus. Why don't we do a Krampus? No, I don't need that. That could be good. That would be like, well... So I might cancel my quick action with Krampus on this guy. Why don't we do the 20 damage because of the missing focus on this guy. And this guy could... I mean, that seems a bit pointless and mean, but... yeah, if I do the quick attack now, crit will actually be after Krampus, so that's good. But he's only got 7 health left, so let's do a punch.
Hang on. That's enough.
You're the son of a bitch of Shrutmeshche.
I'm looking for Ariel Rofe.
All right, I don't know. Just tell him something.
Take a look at Ruzhitsky Bazaar. He has got this sorta Geschäft there.
Thanks.
Okay, does it look like there's something to find down here,
the dungeon.
Or was it just some particles of my finger click that I'm detecting? It might be. Employee area? I don't remember going back here. Oh, no, I remember. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, Ruzhitsky Bazaar is our tip. That seems like a next move, probably. Be quiet, he might come back. Alright, where's the nearest fast... There's only one fast travel point in the whole map, so we'll just go back there. I'll go this way this time. Alright, Ruzhitsky Bazaar. Presumably if we'd gone to the other one there would have been a similar clue. At least we don't have to do both. Okay, reckons he's in here. Well, this is the bazaar, but I mean the whole map's called the bazaar, isn't it? But we got clue somewhere. Billfold. The theft was quick and discreet. It had to be discreet, but not for the sake of professionalism, but out of the fear of the magician. If he catches someone stealing on his turf, he won't let it go. Quickly and discreetly, then. Very discreetly. Okay. A clue about Rofe there, I think. Oh, something over here, maybe? Aha. Cigar stub. Words of satisfaction glow on the tip of the cigar butt. Cigars and gifts just for keeping patrols away from the butcher shop? No problem. So he's running, I don't know, a bit of a protection racket, I suppose? Something like that. Note in the butcher shop window. The window radiates with the joyful anticipation of cures. The butcher shop may be closed in theory, but every cure knows all the good stuff will come, and each of them is prepared to politely wait for it. Empty bottle, drained to the last drop. A thought flows down both sides of the bottle, not particularly cohesive, but expert in nature. He's had a lot of alcohol in his life, in every neighbourhood and from under every counter, one could say. And yet, the best moonshine is served at the butcher shop at Razic. Such are the facts of life here by the Vistula. Book at a stall. I think I might have seen that before, I'm not sure. Oh, there's something here, is there?
That wasn't too hard.
Crate of vodka bottles. The bottles tremble from the irritation instilled in them. After all, the vodka inside them is just as good as the merchandise of this bizarre magician. If only people would appreciate that and stop buying from under the counter. The whole magician is none other than Ariel Rofe. One must give him credit for ruling the entire bazaar. It seems that he set up a thriving moonshine distillery and a closed butcher shop. That place is worth a visit. Yeah. Well, we were just up there. We kind of know where that is.
Where do you think you're going, pretty boy?
I'm looking for someone. They say he's got a business here.
Do the smart thing and hit the road. Go on. Fuck off.
You talk just like the friend I'm looking for.
I'm asking you nicely, capisce? Bid it.
I'm looking for Ariel Rofe.
Then you can double fuck off, you fucking dummkopf!
Friendly
You'll
guy.
attract more attention with that shouting.
Buzz on for I get my club. You're not gonna tell me how to do my job, you flibbit and raggedy sot. Beat it.
But I know Ariel's got his hideout here. I even know which copper's hands he greases.
I don't know about no bribes, you
Provocateur?
Fuck off.
Limited vocabulary.
I swear, I know this is Ariel's hideout.
Know how to read? It says butcher's shop.
Sure, it's extra kosher, because there's no meat at all in there. Come on, every bum at Różyc reeks of booze from this place.
And when they come here, I'll tell them to fuck off.
Please, I just want a word with Ariel.
Ogres, how come he's still standing here mouthing off at you?
It's me, Wiktor.
Shulsky, I remember. Fuck off.
I get that a lot.
So, should I give him what for, boss?
Do what you want.
Ariel, come on. Let's talk, please.
But Ogres, Maybe don't take on the son of Shrut Miestia on your own, yeah?
I'll call you a priest if you want.
Oh well, I suspect we weren't getting out of that without a fight. What's this? Casting the breakdown state on the target casts a hidden negative state on the attacker. Huh, haven't seen that before. Okay. What have we got? Lelek, Bukovac, and Upir. Reduce damage, no negative states. Reduce damage. Let's do this one. We'll start breaking him down, I think, with Lelek. Yeah, you know, I can put him in suffering, and that can work. More suffering? I don't think so. I'm gonna... yeah, now... Did I put him in suffering? Oh, I did. It doesn't look like he's in suffering, though. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. Okay, we might have to transfer some of those bleeds quite soon. I'm going to reduce his focus down, and then he's going to take 32 damage off Marana if we attack with her. So let's do that. Okay, breakdown state. We don't really want to do that on him, although, I don't know, maybe we do. I'm going to attack with Bukovac. Make it a quick one. We're going to need to transfer those, and I might do that now. Let's reduce his damage. Let's do that. And I'm going to get Lelek to go on and do the negative states. What are we going to do about this guy? Oh, we didn't get any negative states. It seemed to have gone on this guy. We don't really want to break him down if he's just going to... Yeah, that one seems okay. Oh, those are the negative states. Okay. He's down. And this guy's wide open for a big attack now, I think. 58 to 60? That seems pretty good.
All right, leave him be.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Shulsky. Let's get out of sight. But if anything starts shaking, I'll shoot you.
Don't stare. That way.
This whole butcher's shop is a cover.
None of your business.
Okay, guess we just sit down then.
Sit down. Tell me why you're bothering me, and how exactly did you find me?
It wasn't such a huge challenge.
Who squealed?
It's a trade secret.
Don't lie, posh boy. You haven't worked a day in your life. Say what you want.
A very inventive hiding spot. And a nice place.
We've got our own little store here with different varieties. I'm just doing my best to unload it efficiently. Don't waste my time.
Why do they call that bruiser Oguras?
He's got a green pecker from untreated pox with these little bumps like on those little cocktail gherkins.
I hope he gets well soon.
I'll pass that on. That everything?
I've got a certain problem, and I'd like to get rid of it quickly.
Is it made of clay and weighs 2 tons when it shows up? So you got sick of running back and forth across Kerbich Bridge?
I'm not going to pretend I understand.
Golems aren't great at swimming, remember? Since it's following you, going across a bridge would force it to... Forget it. I can see why you can't deal with it on your own.
I need the knowledge of a Kabbalist. Your knowledge.
I think I have at least a few reasons to say no, don't I? The main one is the death of my business partner and best friend.
My sympathies about Javier. Really, he didn't deserve it. But I didn't deserve a golem either.
A faithful friend and a quick healer. What am I supposed to do with your sympathies?
I don't have time, Ariel. We both know that only you can help me. You can keep tormenting me, but are you going to tell me something or not?
I can torment you and tell you. A golem is a salutor like any other, but housed in a physical form. But you attract it and bind it in the same way. The difference being that it's following blood first and the flaws second. But first you have to deprive the golem of its physical body, the shell in which the salutor is housed. You also need to know where the ritual was conducted, because that's the only place you can do it. Good luck.
Golem is a unique salutor due to the fact that it has a physical form. As long as the material shell doesn't crack, nothing can be done about it.
So, apart from my family's blood, the golem is attracted to my initial flaw, right?
Initial? So how many have you got?
I've got plenty. I have a really handsome number of salutors.
You're lying. You'd have lost your mind.
If you say so. I know the place the golem was summoned. The basement of Nozick Synagogue.
So, Sofer managed to do it?
How can I get rid of that clay shell it has?
You can't. For that you need a Kabbalist. Moi. I know the incantation for the Berur ritual.
What?
Instructions for reversing the evil eye, cleansing body and soul, and hiding from the unwanted, but why should I explain them to you?
I'm guessing this will cost me something. Money? A favor? A further humiliation?
We'll see.
Thank you. So we're going into the basement of a synagogue, where you'll use Kabbalah to strip the golem of its physical form, right? Then I'll bind it and free myself from its curse?
Not quite. The golem is mine.
Roth has a condition. Okay. Oh, it doesn't mean a physical condition. It's a condition on the deal. Okay.
What do you need the golem for?
None of your business.
You want revenge. That's very sentimental if you think about it.
Another word, and you'll be looking for a new Kabbalist.
I want the golem. What happens if we refuse?
Over my dead body.
Very possibly. But as you said, you've got a lot of salutors. This one won't make a difference to you. And you'll never hear me say, fuck off, again.
And what about my flaw? If I lose my initial flaw, I'll lose contact with my initial salutor, right?
Could be yes, could be no. I don't know. Want to find out?
No.
Unless you've got a long line of relatives with flaws.
Shulsky family blood is needed to complete the ritual. The blood of someone with a flaw, to be exact. Since I'm not going to sacrifice mine, I need to know if my sister carries one as well.
I've got a sister, twin. But I don't know if Ligia carries a flaw.
You'd better find out if you want to get rid of the Golem. Then go back to your sister and find out if she carries a flaw.
Hesitate.
I don't know.
But you're hesitating. Not changing your mind, are you?
There must be another way.
Well, I don't know it. As a thaumaturge, you should know best of all that anything worth the effort has its price. Everybody pays.
Let's wrap this up. We've got a deal.
A toast? A very successful batch. We haven't shipped everything out yet.
This won't make me go blind, will it?
The risk is part of the fun.
Alright. Have a drink or raise a toast. Isn't they the same thing?
L'chaim.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Ready?
Okay, we're not doing the sister thing? I don't know. Let's just go to the synagogue. Let's sort
Let's
this out.
get this over with.
Godspeed. Find that flaw of Ligia's.
I don't get it. Are we going to the synagogue with him, or are we going to see Ligia first? I don't understand, really. Okay, well, he's here. I should probably go and see Ligia. Yeah, okay. Probably should have just gone there on my own. And to do all these tunnels now. Yeah, it wasn't, I don't think it was communicated particularly well, kind of what would happen then. I mean, I suppose I did agree to go, but yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Oh, sister. Feed sister to a golem. Okay, there's a coach right here. We'll do this, and then maybe we'll wrap it up for the episode. But let's finish this line of inquiry first. Where is she then? Maybe she's still at that bookshop or something? Was that in Mirov? I can't remember. Where is it telling me to go to? Oh, she's probably at the family shop, isn't she? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Ligia.
Not now, Wiktor. I don't have time.
We have to talk about the Golem. I know how to stop it now.
You know what to do? Tell me.
I need your blood.
Do you trust me, sister?
I trust you. And I'm glad that you're here with me. Even if it's not always easy.
Do you know what a flaw is?
Kind of, but Papa didn't tell me too much about his abilities.
If you were to tell me the one thing in your life that matters most, what would it be?
Where's this coming from? My family. And you, too, of course.
Now, seriously this time.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm putting you second. Work comes first. I want to work. Hard and honestly. And I want to be respected for it. Not have fingers pointed at me. And so it will be.
Lygia's flaw. I see the hallmarks of a flaw within Lygia, one associated with her ambitious approach to life. That's enough for now. I already have all the information on Golem's curse. All I need to do now is go to the ritual site with Lygia. Ariel Rolf will be waiting there for us. I only wonder if I should keep a promise made to a criminal.
I don't doubt you've got that certain something inside you. I will. And thank you for opening up to me. And good luck.
Thank you.
I meant the people who stand in your way.
Thank you.
I found out that you can only call off a golem in the place where it was made. It was summoned in the synagogue.
How do you know that?
Father's former sales clerk led me there.
Hayat? How did he know? Don't tell me he had something to do with this.
Tell the truth.
Well, he begged the previous rabbi to send the golem after father. He did it out of revenge for the disappearance of a certain Horowitz.
The pharmacist? What exactly is Hayat accusing Papa of? Of killing him?
Yes, it looks that way. I'm not going to get into details, all right?
There's no need. But I'm going to send Hayat's laundry up in smoke, all right?
All right, Lady Macbeth.
She got others to do her work. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. If, of course, the family business is threatened.
I need you. We must end it. Together.
You sound serious. What's going on?
Today, the curse placed on Father will lose its power. But we have to get going.
Are we going down into the synagogue basement?
Ariel Roffer is already waiting for us. He's the one leading this whole thing.
Do I know him?
I sincerely hope not. He's not a suitable companion for you.
Oh, now I'm dying of curiosity.
There's no time.
How exciting! I feel 10 years old again.
Okay, well, I think we're going to leave it there for today on a bit of a cliffhanger, but we'll get into the Golem encounter next time, I think. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of the THAUMATURGE. If you have, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be amazing. As would leaving me a comment, letting me know what you think about any of the revelations from this episode, you know, any of the story we've seen so far, the characters, anything you like, really. It's just always great to hear your thoughts. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, would be amazing if you could do so. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.